beginning stages of this project were all about design and details. How do I fasten? Where do I fasten? What kind of bolt assembly do I use? And as always, keep it simple and pretty. I wanted it to look sleek, light, and modern. This was my test piece while I was investigating all the different ways I should do this. I had to locate my access holes. You see the holes in here? Okay, the access hole. You heard me talking about that. Well, here's what you got. You have a T-nut. The head slides in one side, and then your other profile is where the T goes. Okay, now these are connected, but in order to tighten it, that's what the access hole is for. So you could get your screwdriver in to the nut. Now it's tight. I ordered a couple different size drill jigs. These are designed specifically for the 80/20 aluminum. They allow for a precise, true and plumb hole to be drilled through the channel. Yes, I could have done this job on the drill press, but this jig saved me a bit of time. Here are my spacers. I tried all different kinds of spacers to offset my support from the van wall where it screws in, the support. I ended up going with a nice solid steel spacer, and this is just a basic parallel cylindrical spacer. But we all know there's nothing level or straight in a Sprinter van, so the walls, they do that. So in order for my support, if I just mounted it with a spacer, it's going to be crooked. I need to bring it this way, which means an angled spacer. I know they make angled spacers, but I can make an angled spacer too. So I just took this spacer, put it on the grinder, and I got the angle I wanted. So now, when I bolt it in, it's straight. Come on, I'll show you. This is my support piece on the angled spacers. So the support piece is level to my cross members, see? If I didn't angle my spacer, see this wall and the bracket that I'm attached to, look, this whole, I can move the van with this thing, is on an angle. So if I didn't angle my spacers, it would have been like that. No good. It's got to be like that. So I angle the spacers, and I get a nice flush fit, square, true and plumb. That's the secret to building anything. If it's square, true, and plumb, that's all you have to worry about, those three things. So here's my access holes, and I tied in to frame members behind the wall. So I'm not using my coat hook screw. I am using this one, and I had to cut this plastic because the handle had a curve to it that was in the way of my profile. So I had to cut out a corner on this thing. That was scary. So now that I know everything fits, my dry fit, I guess you would call it, I went through all my design, I made all my decisions, I shaved all my spacers, took everything out. And now we get to the details. The devil's in the details. Or the beauty is in the details. That's what I think. The beauty is in the details. What I'm doing here, this is a non-skid, a rubber non-skid insert for the 80/20. And I'm putting this on the top of every cross member on that cargo rack. Non-skid rubber. It's ribbed for your pleasure. And once we get these done, the next step in detailing this is going to be a little end cap. Every rod's going to get an end cap. On both ends, of course. If there were 3 ends, I'd put it on 3. I ordered the 80/20 that has a profile channel on all 4 sides. I know I needed one on top for my non-skid. I know I needed one on the bottom for my T-nuts. T-nuts. I left the sides, I want channels on the sides too, because when this rack is in there, you saw it hanging in there. Do you know the potential of what you can do with this rack? What you can hang off it? No, you don't know. I don't know. We don't know what we don't know. The potential here is staggering, even though we don't know it. You can grip, you can clip, you can screw. You can do all kinds of stuff with this overhead, besides putting your bedding on top or whatever you want to do. Lightweight stuff. Remember, this is not meant for heavy duty. It's lightweight, but it is a wonderful storage area. I've been living with mine in the Pleasure Way, which was a cheap, I think the whole job was 75 bucks from the Home Depot. I did a video on it. You can look at it up here or over here. I don't know. But that one I used a simple wire shelf and I weaved carpeting through it. And I did that for two reasons. Aesthetic, number one, it was gray carpet, so it sort of matched the van. Number two, now I've got a mounting surface for Velcro. So in my particular case with the Pleasure Way, I'm driving, I put some Velcro on the back of a first aid kit. Put that right up on the ceiling, under the cargo shelf. So there's a lot of options there. This is even better, because you can use all kinds of connectors.